pretty much that man paying for his piece up front.
He paying for his piece up front.
He paying for his piece up front. It's like to let me get it all out the way. Because sometimes all women want a man with power. And money is a power thing to women. So when that man hold that power, it's like, oh, they be so quick to submit to him.
We live.
Oh, what?
Starting up.
I'm texting everybody, letting them know, going live now.
Once it go live, all right, so can you go to your Facebook and share it? All your people will pop in.
Here I am. I got a bunch of dollars.
I was having some little theme music and shit, but
Right,
I don't want no copyright.
I'll sing it. I
infractions.
volunteer as tribute. Do we have any requests? Put your request in the chat.
I like that one you were singing.
Here I am.
I got so much dollars, I must be on her.
That's the only song I wish you would have played at our
I thought
wedding.
you were gonna ask Dev about the Super Bowl shit too.
I am. Damn.
My bad.
I literally like.
I'm only trying to produce. My bad. Man.
And
Stay in the
producing, you have to
producer's place.
listen because I told you what exactly was gonna segue into
My bad, dog.
When your husband is your. No, I'm joking.
Hey, that's not something a lot of niggas can relate to.
So you have to listen.
Turn that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with this phone shit. So.
Oh, look, let me. I do everybody's. Tune in. I love making a little status.
Can they sit down? We playing football upstairs?
I know, and I left homework up there. The homework is not being
That's
done.
not what they doing. Tell you that right now.
All right, thank you. You can keep it open if you like me and you like to read what the chat is saying. Kari does a good job at staying active with the chat. So, okay, I'm live. I'm texting my mom. I'm gonna text my dad and my brother, and then we're done, guys.
Who's in here? 5 in.
5 in. You know, all I need is one mic. No, listen.
All I need is one viewer.
I'm on a roll. Okay, daddy. And bro. Bye.
Sorry, I would have some intro music for y'all, but I don't want any copyright claims.
Yeah, we got into a little trouble last time.
They say something to you first?
Yeah, Facebook be so sensitive. They really sensitive. God bless Mark, but he's sensitive. Okay, so we are back with another one, Girl Talk 2.0. This is our men's saga is continuing. I have Deb here with us today. I'm super hype about Deb. I'm just excited to show my girls, some of the conversations we be having because we done have some real nigga conversations, and I'm excited to include the girls on this.
Oh yeah.
You think they ready?
I hope they are.
I hope you are. And ladies, can I say to listen with open hearts and open ears.
That's all I
And
ask.
open minds.
And open
That's all I
minds.
ask.
Because I know, some of the feedback with the guys hasn't been, I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing, but just keep an open mind, open hearts, and listen, take the meat, throw out the bones. Because if we just do like a quick recap, Mike told us to make a man tell us the truth. He also told us if your house is dirty, your vagina is probably dirty, but that's not what we're gonna harp on. Wills told us to keep our virtue. Oh. That's all right. No, but what was I saying? That threw me.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wills told us to stay exclusive. He also said marriage wasn't nothing but a piece of paper, but they're dropping jewels. And they're also saying things that you can not necessarily agree with, but you have to and should just respect as their personal opinions.
Yeah.
And, I'm just going to ask y'all to do the same for my boy Dev. With that being said, you are our 4th male guest,
I appreciate it.
but the first married man.
I appreciate it.
Highly anticipated. Highly. The ladies want a man with a wife on the show. You highly all right, that's me.
I'm here.
I'm
for
here.
it.
That's what's
I'm here
up.
for it.
My YouTube with my dad is live on YouTube. If you missed that, That was a cute one. Y'all ate daddy up. They love him. The girls loved him. The dudes was saluting him. One thing that I feel like Dad said,
The promo pic was crazy though.
like it looked like he knew. Fuck, like no,
promo pic,
Dad. Thank you.
Album worthy. Album
Thank
cover worthy
you.
for
I feel
sure.
like me and him and me and my mom have like one of them old school albums. But thank you. But one thing Daddy told us, he said he definitely wanted to piggyback off of Will's as far as keep your body exclusive. But he said it more so in the sense of the body is your temple, so honor yourself by keeping yourself exclusive. Will's was kind of saying it like, you know, men don't like nobody ran through. But my daddy was like, no, men don't like anyone ran through. But also, more importantly, your body is a temple. So respect it.
Yeah.
So with all of that recap, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked everybody else, except I'm going to switch it. So instead of what would you tell your daughter or a young female, what would you teach your son about a woman?
What I
One
teach
little
my
beat, or your nephew, or some kids you coaching. But if you wanted to drop a gem for a young man as far as how to, you know, coexist, love, and respect
That's
the
crazy.
woman.
Just one gym.
Just one. Yeah, he just got to
Crazy.
get one.
Just
I asked
one, Dad.
just one. Because I feel like we can't just be telling the women. We also got to be telling the men. Like,
yeah,
respect
Yeah.
yourself, a.k.a. you also respect her.
for sure, for
So
sure.
what we gonna tell them?
The one thing I tell my son about a woman, be patient.
Okay.
Be patient.
That's a bar. Be patient. I
patient.
love that. I love that. Okay, so I don't know what the chat is saying. Oh, the chat's kind of quiet today. But we are going to jump right into our hot topics and questions. One thing me and you always talk about, sometimes debate about, is accountability and how women, like, what it looks like as far as the female race. And I'm just going to start you off with the first question. I think it has been agreed upon that women struggle with accountability.
Definitely.
Do you think this accountability is within relationships, within friendships, or just in both? Like
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. I would say, I don't know if I necessarily disagree, but one thing I see is that it is harder. Like, we will hold men accountable before we do friendships. But actually, I don't really know if we're not holding our friends accountable because of the fact that we respect them as a friend.
Right.
They're not, it's not really necessarily my job to tell her, you know, I'm not her parent, I'm her friend. So it's not necessarily my job to hold her accountable. But at the same time, I hear ladies say all the time, I'm looking for friends to hold me accountable. So just from outside looking in, what are some ways that you would say women don't hold each other accountable within friendships?
The way women don't hold each other accountable.
Just friendships. We get to relationships. But like, what have you peeped?
I mean, well, my response to that kind of goes into the relationship.
I'm sorry.
You good. It kind of goes into the relationship. Because at the same time, women will get together and they are harp on like, why a man did this, why a man did that. Oh, he's so wrong.
Okay.
But when a woman do something wrong,
They won't do that.
they won't do that with each other.
Yeah, but is that my job as your friend? I'm supposed to support you, I don't know, emotionally.
But if you my friend, I feel like you're supposed to tell me
And I'm-
right or wrong.
I'm opposite. I feel like I'm more so in the chat. Y'all can let me know what you are. But I feel like as a friend, I'm more so, I don't feel like it's my place to sit up and talk about how wrong your man is. Like, if this is your feelings and you want to talk about it, like, I definitely want to hear you be, you know, I want to hear you out, but I just don't feel like it's my place to say anything like leave him or he not the one for you. Like, to me, those are conversations I try to avoid. But obviously, when they talking about self, I don't know. I feel like I agree too. I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable telling my friends.
I'm almost 10 for 10 for sure that conversation is not being had on 85% of conversations amongst women.
Yeah,
you probably got
actually,
someone that really shoot that like, hey, yeah, you was wrong, XYZ. You got to think about you played this part, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean,
That conversation not being had. But it's always when it's the man, oh, he was wrong and you should do this and you should do that. Like, they got the
I
best
don't even
advice
feel
in the world when it
comfortable
comes to
saying
that. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I mean, it's just my viewpoint on it. How I sit back
You
and
said
push
definitely
things,
a listening ear. I feel like this. So what I'm learning is it's probably the caliber of woman that's gonna sit up and do that. Or do you think it's just all type of women that will?
Yeah, that's why I gave her the percentage thing.
Oh, what was
You
the
know what I'm
percentage
saying?
again?
85%
Damn, that's
of them.
still
Yeah, mass majority for sure.
Mass majority.
Yeah,
Mass majority.
Mass majority for
Do
sure.
you think it would be out of line to hold my friend accountable? Like, because like you said, when it comes to a man, sometimes you do get sick of your friend complaining about the same man. While I don't feel like it's my place to say anything, as a man, would you like encourage that? Like, tell her, you know, he a bum, leave me the F alone. Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah,
Because that's holding somebody accountable.
Yeah, but you're right.
If he not a bum, what are you saying? Still hold her accountable?
Because at the same time, it's like women like they want a good man, but
I don't think any of us know what a good man is.
my exact point, because it can be a good man that work at a grocery store. It can be a good man that drive a
But you know my rules about good men?
school bus. But y'all ain't looking for that kind. Y'all want the ones that's all out in everybody's face, partying.
That goes both
The hard
ways.
one to
I got
go.
that on here. We'll get into that.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
ways.
You're right. Let me pipe down. Let me
pipe down.
Let me-
So here's my question to you. What does accountability look like? I'm Christina. I want to be more accountable with my friends. She's working out. I see her slacking. Like, you think it's appropriate to be like, girl, that's why you fat now?
No.
Like, or
It's definitely a comforting way to say
I
it.
don't know when and where. Like Ashley said, I'm choosy with my topics. I'm very choosy with my topics as far as holding people accountable. But when it comes to my man,
It's because it's all go on that.
all gloves
It's
off.
always all go on that.
All gloves off.
But that's what I'm saying. When it comes to that friend, for some reason you got lighter blow.
This is true.
Corny guys out there, we got somebody that's looking for you in the chat.
Well, who
Tap
is-
in.
No, I want the simple, corny guy. Aww.
Okay.
Somebody said not. That's why you fat now.
They had to grow for that, I bet.
But you know, my issue with the simple, corny guy, I feel like sometimes he's emotional. Like, I don't know. Relationships is crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like as women, to me, I don't feel like I need to do anything different as far as holding my friends accountable. I don't feel like that's my job. I saw a status one time that was like, I want to hang around women that ain't afraid to check me. I don't. I don't want to be checked. Like,
No.
I'm not to be checked, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, only my mama could check me. Now I'm grown and married, so only my husband could check me. So, like, I really ain't in a position to be checked. So, holding a friend accountable, like, I get that. But for me, and my gripe with women is holding men accountable. I feel like they don't hold men accountable.
Whoa.
I do. I feel like...
accountability is always thrown in our face of what we ain't doing and how we ain't doing
I think
it.
that's because you're a good man. So, you probably feel like someone is always holding you to a standard only because they see greatness in you. These weak ass men, they're not being held accountable. They don't have the same gripe that you have.
Facts, but these women is giving them the glory to think they can do it.
These women are giving them the glory to think they could do it. That is a bar. And that is where I feel like we coming together and saying, like, I do feel like, you know, why waste all your grace on a man that you shouldn't be holding accountable,
Right.
where there is a good man that you could be giving grace because he is holding himself accountable. You know what I mean? But I do see how women can be more accountable, because that same conversation as far as complaining about your man, to turn around and keep having that with me make me feel like you're not holding that man accountable.
So somebody said they hate them women that like to check their friends and can't stand to be checked. Like, keep the same energy. And
Yeah.
sisterhood is the code that most men don't understand. It's very powerful. I agree, it's powerful.
They got the brotherhood.
And I definitely facts, which
They
I would
got the
say it has
brotherhood.
a far more solidarity than the sisterhood. But
But I identify with old girl that said don't check. She hate the friend that like to check and can't be checked. I feel like because I can't be checked, I don't check. But I can see how that looks like I'm not holding someone accountable.
Yeah, but
I can see that.
But if you feel away, you the one that got to walk away with that. That's the problem. I don't like walking away with that energy, knowing that I could have addressed something that, you know what I'm saying, it was on my heart.
This is true.
And I ain't say nothing. Nah, I'm walking away, and low key, I can
you
walk
do.
away with a grudge to that person, and you know they don't even know I'm, you know what I'm saying, against
I
them.
feel that. So you kind of rolled us into our next topic as far as women giving bum men more grace because they chasing like the party guy, the party promoters, the swipers, the drug dealers. I feel like
Mr. Right Nows.
the Mr. Right Nows, right? So my question is though, and this is really big right now. I don't know if you've been on social media like within the last 4 years, but money is an issue. The 50-50, who pays what, bills, like it's a real big division, disconnect, what type of dates are appropriate. Right now we're losing in the category of like finances as far as like coming together and having some understanding. But my question is, why does it seem like the men with the riches do want to like waste it on just Mrs. I'll do whatever for Mr. Right Now?
Because it's
wait a minute, hold on. I need to drop a bomb or something before you answer this. No, I'll just play it. Go ahead. Good question.
In response to that, you said, what's up, bro?
No, I said it's a good question.
Oh, and to response to that, pretty much that man paying for his piece up front.
He paying for his piece up front.
He paying for his piece up front. It's like, let me get it all out the way. Because sometimes all women want a man with power. And money is a power thing to women. So when that man hold that power, it's like, oh, they be so quick to submit to him because they know he can. It's because obviously it's an obvious view of sustainability. Like, oh, I know this man can take care of me. I know this man can do X, Y, Z for me. I know this is what I want to do. Because a lot of women just low key want to be a housewife. A lot of them low key nowadays. I think
they just want a bag, but I'm listening.
Want to be. Which
a bag and a housewife.
Don't get me wrong though. If you a man that can support that, do it. Because if I can support it, all mean that's what's gonna happen. But if not, this is why men do that. They go into it because they look at it like, hey, I'm paying for my piece up front. She's not gonna do X, Y, and Z because I can pull X, Y, and Z dollars away.
Okay.
And it's played that way.
Well, Kari does always kind of tell me that like. Well, I don't want to speak for you, but as far as how you feel like money does, like, it just solves a lot of problems. As far as, like, the disconnect within marriages.
For sure.
Like, if I just had a couple dollars to, like, solve this problem.
This one thing.
But instead, we're overworked and stressed out and unpeaceful trying to figure this out. But, I mean, I feel like that just goes with, like, the poverty line and where you fall on it. As far as, like, having your riches, like, that's crazy that, like, you feel like you would want to share. Like, buying your piece. You can buy that piece with me. Like, you can buy that piece. Like, there's good women. Why do you choose the woman that specifically rerouted her whole thing on how to catch a baller? Like, Future and them, they date the same type of woman over and over and over and over and over. Like, the swipers date the same. And the young girls, like, the BBLs is happening earlier and earlier. And they're 16 now getting it. Why? They want a little baby.
Right.
So, like, I'm like, why when you get the money... Is this the woman you choose? Just like you say, women are chasing Mr. Right Now. Mr. Right Now is also chasing the woman that is just trying to be or look like Mrs. Right Now. Like, it's one big fucking circle. It's not really us. Like, at what point are y'all gonna like start to vet the quality of the woman a little better? Y'all vet?
We vet the quality of the woman a little better when they present themselves in that way, though. You know what I'm saying? It got to be, you got to show that that's what you about. You got to show that you can abstain a husband. You got to show that you're worthy of having a husband.
God, the men in the chat is
groupie love.
Mike said, get in the kitchen. You worried about the wrong thing.
My nigga Ray said, swear when the money low, my girl can't handle it. She worried about the little shit, even when she know I'm gonna take care of it.
Exactly.
Real shit.
Money, I agree. Money I just feel like it's a better way to allocate this money, and it's a better way to glorify it.
It shouldn't have the power it holds in a relationship. More importantly, if you got a problem with money and that's the main solution, that's a debt to that relationship in a way to me.
That's why I feel like broke men shouldn't date, and broke women too.
I mean, but you can always, a broke man and a broke woman can date. They can come together and make something out of nothing.
True, but maybe they can date, but I don't feel
they
like
shouldn't date.
I just feel like, I mean, it's
nigga.
hard to enjoy someone's company is one thing, but to actually be dating, I do feel like you should still be able to like enjoy each other's company, go to a concert, have dinner. You know, maybe I don't think you should have sex, but if that's what enjoying someone's company entails, do that. But to me,
but why dates gotta consist of money?
It don't really gotta consist. Like I said, enjoy each other's company, but at the end of the day, keep it real with each other. And I feel like men do a better job at this. As far as I'm fucked up right now, baby girl, I ain't trying to have no girlfriend. Like, and women should believe him when he say that, and women should kind of hold themselves to that standard too. Because I don't agree with wanting a man to take you out on a date that you possibly couldn't take him out, you know yourself.
Yeah.
If you can't afford BlackRock and all this other craziness, don't expect him. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't do it just because he has more money than her, but to like expect it is wild. But to like separate, figure out finances on like a personal level, and then come together and, like you said, build, grow,
Build,
do
yeah.
whatever. I think that will cause art, to me, in my opinion, keep down a lot of the 50-50, this,
So,
that.
Y'all are I'm about to take y'all to the next level with this shit, man. Cause I don't know if y'all dancing around or what, but
Let's get it.
so I think, how can I say this?
Sex is
I-
free.
I want to say, I basically want to say like the way men and women kind of view themselves. Like when Dev is saying like, I'm paying for the piece up front, you know what I'm saying? You still saying like, well, why not do it with me without saying like, I will insure the piece as well, nigga, without anything up front.
I don't get it.
I think that like that was kind of overlooked. You know what I'm saying? As it can be, like that could kind of be like overrated.
It's bringing him peace. Like, how
He
do
just
you
said
pay
it.
for peace?
It's the sad thing, but it's the world that we live in. Unfortunately,
Maybe I ain't never got paid for, so I'm in the wrong occupation. I should be trying to get paid
money got too much
to
power.
give peace. Money definitely got.
But
too
at the
much
same
power.
time, it still puts you at the mercy. You know what I'm saying? As well.
I feel
So
like
that's probably
peace-
why your integrity didn't allow you.
So
to
peace isn't a personal thing. Peace isn't
Sure.
personal. Your peace isn't personal. You gotta go
Yeah.
pay somebody for your peace.
No,
Peace
peace
isn't
is
a personal journey.
definitely is peace is a person. Peace is definitely personal, but it's how you decide to have your peace, how you spend your peace, and that does include a woman. And you don't want somebody that's gonna be always, on your back saying that's why I blah, blah. Let me go ahead and just get this one. She already advertising herself as this. I'm gonna deal with her for a minute, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do and go. Again, I'm speaking for.
Speaking for
I'm
Mike
speaking
right now.
for yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for that side of the man group. That's all. I'm just the voice of the man right now.
Paying for convenience. That peace is within you. I get that. She's an easy. That's why men go
That's
to
true.
different races because
Yeah.
they are known to be convenient.
I agree. I ain't
Do
saying
you like
that.
the convenience of no? What's your thought on the convenience of different races?
The convenience of different races.
That might be a little cheaper route to go for peace.
It might be. It could be.
Somebody said women will automatically cater when the man is providing.
And that's where I'm at. And that's where I'm at with it.
I mean, that's
I
kind of
just really
saying the
feel
same
like this
shit a little
peace-
bit though.
This peace this man desires comes with more of a like spiritual connection within self, and then that person is really no money involved.
But that's not what this person just said. They said when the man is providing.
Providing, period. Providing
Yeah,
comes
but-
with so much.
No, we
other
know.
So what's it? What's your
No,
definition of
We
providing?
know what providing means.
What's
we
your
know what
definition
that
of
shit.
providing
providing?
security, love,
We know what it means.
happiness, money. Like, yes.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly. Like I said, it got to be a dollar amount.
So
there
at the end of the
somewhere.
day, basically, the conclusion is niggas just need money. And if you don't have money, you probably live in a very unpeaceful life.
Hey,
This is a fact. That's a fact.
well,
That's a fact,
That
my
breaks
nigga.
my heart. That breaks my heart.
I saw
I
a
feel-
clip. I saw a clip that said, "If you went to sleep broke, why you went to sleep? Why you go to sleep?" For real, for real.
I feel like if you
You
broke,
went
why
to
you
sleep
ain't
broke, why you go to sleep?
focus on getting your bread up? Because dating broke, according to this ideology, will just lead you to an unpeaceful life because you don't got the bread. So just don't even
Damn.
date, get your money up, and then I feel like Dan said men are paying for their peace, and women are prostituting for bags. So this
Pretty much,
bad
pretty
fucking
much.
world.
That's what it is.
we gotta figure it out, y'all. Let's get in
what
the
it
chat. How
is.
do we? I don't like it,
Getting
but
food out, all that.
yeah, they get.
I ain't
food.
gonna
That's a
repeat it,
form
but
of
Mike just dropped the
prostitution.
bar, but I ain't gonna say it though. I ain't gonna repeat it though.
Oh,
That might be a bar though. That might be a bar.
No. So look, moving right along. What do you feel like is the difference between?
Mike, wow.
He's a wild boy. Listen, to start off with him, and then Wills was next. They looking at me like, "Girl, do you like us?" So, do you feel like it's a difference between girlfriend, boyfriend, and being married? Because I
don't think it should be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
second guy that feels this way.
It shouldn't be.
So you feel like a wife and a girlfriend are pretty much the same thing.
I mean, if you turned that girlfriend into your wife, y'all already had that bond that got her to being your wife. So why change it? Why put a title? Why let a title define or your actions or your views to it? It should just be what you are, who you are to me. Don't change.
You feel like you should work on getting a woman to become your wife without her actually becoming her wife. Work on the bond that you would normally have with a wife, but don't actually give her the title and the honor of my wife.
No, I'm not saying that.
Because I got girlfriends. What make her so special? I got a girlfriend. You got a girlfriend. He got a girlfriend.
Right.
We all got girlfriends.
Right. We all got girlfriends, but I'm saying once you become your wife, that relationship shouldn't change. That's what I'm saying. So like,
but we all know as married people, the relationship just gonna change.
it's gonna change because people change. People change. So that's naturally, and that's the point of growing with each other. But
that's one of those things that's confusing us, Dev. Like how money shouldn't have so much power.
It shouldn't.
Girlfriend shouldn't either. You shouldn't think like she should never give to you what she's saving for her husband, and you should never.
Niggas shouldn't be fucking.
And you should never give to her what you're expecting of your wife. That bitch ain't your wife. She don't get you like your wife get you.
So what would you? Fucking, though. So like, we really want to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm always gonna bring us there. Like in all honesty, you can make her like your wife, but there are. This bond that y'all speak of, put some respect on it. It only comes with marriage. It only comes with marriage.
So what would you say you changed? What was changed in your relationship since you was a girlfriend?
So I be scared to tell people because they say it sounds scary. But for me, like, it was definitely a spiritual difference. I seen him in, like, a different light. And it's so crazy because I didn't even do the traditional, he sleep in one room. The night before my wedding, like, my husband was holding me. So it's like you said, what's so different? But that second night, like, it was definitely different. I felt like, especially because I wrote my own vows, so it really felt more like a ritual for me. And, me and Kari didn't really start life into husband and wife. Right. So it was just kind of like all these things I was saving of myself. Now I'm like giving it freely, like, and it was like learning a whole new me, a whole new relationship. Like it was different, but I was someone who always felt like my boyfriend, not my husband. So for me, it would be this big spiritual difference. But if you're just giving this out as a girlfriend, I honestly don't know what would be different. I have heard women say like they dated a man for years and something was different. Mm-hmm. For me, we dated. We got married. Now I'm the mother of his child. Now we're like doing a podcast. Like none of these things came to be as his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That joining didn't really. We worked together and we proved that we liked each other and we had good like qualities that would mesh and work well. But we wasn't really like.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't know. That depends on the person a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Because like you might withhold things or like Dev said, like everybody changes. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's people that have did shit or was doing shit that we still ain't did together as boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just...
Right. That's exactly what I said. You might have been in the chat. I was saying like how like there were certain things that I didn't do. And if you're someone that's like, as a girlfriend, I will still do that. As a boyfriend, I will still do that. Yes, you will like surpass me. But if you're someone that's like, I don't do X, Y, and Z because you're not my man, you're not my husband, then of course, like you will have this big grand, oh, it's different. I see what's different. Right. So like he said, like I guess it depends on the person. What you say, like you don't feel like you married. Like what would you say is the purpose of being married?
The purpose of being...
shit. I'm sorry. Briggs is going crazy right now. A wise wife is careful about how she speaks to her husband. Nagging and complaining are corrupt communications.
They are.
Preach.
They are.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for my man.
But a wise wife.
That's what I'm speaking for today.
But like...
That's what I'm speaking for.
And that's another thing. I'm glad my daddy said that though. Because I feel like as a wife though... To me personally, like I guess it's just my personality. I feel more responsible now. Like I feel like my communication to him is so necessary. His years on this earth is like necessary to me now. He's my Riley's dad. Like I can't nag him because that shit is true. It adds years to your life. Like, especially
for sure.
A black man. A black man is just so like fragile right now. So fragile.
We got a question in the chat. Rachel said, "Why do men take forever to marry?" kind of like Big Sean and Janae
That's
Aiko.
crazy.
Because they feel like it's just a piece of paper and the
That's
girlfriend
crazy.
get the same thing that the wife get and they backwards about
That's
it.
crazy work. That's crazy work.
Mike with the bars, nigga. I just said that shit last week, Mike.
Why do it take? It shouldn't be a time limit on it. See, the difference is between a woman and a man is that women is from day one they taught to have this big wedding day. They always glorified growing up to have this great big wedding day. Not a man in this world is growing up having that same idea.
It's so different.
It's different. So when we get
Why
there,
do they have that idea? Like, where does anybody in the chat know where that comes from? Why do women want these weddings so bad?
because look at the world. It's the publicity push.
It's glorified.
It's
like
glorified.
anything
It's a
else.
publicity push. It's like this is what they want you. They want you to spend all this money on this wedding. They want you to
Yes, can we talk
have the
about
Cartier.
that?
They push it in your face. Oh, Atlanta Housewives.
It's like
all these
everything
different
else.
shows.
Christmas, going to school, having kids.
But I think
90 Day
they want
Fiance. All this crazy
I
stuff.
think they want the wedding more than a marriage, though.
That's
what I'm trying to talk about. Like, there's
Disney-
a
the
difference
Disney
between a
movies.
girlfriend
and
and a
then,
wife.
and you know, y'all both know, as I know, going through the day, it was like, damn, that day came so fast. It was fun. You remember the highlights of it, but it was
Yeah,
like,
you
damn,
had
the
one of
next
the best
morning, you was
weddings,
like,
man.
damn, I appreciate
Your
you.
wedding.
Shout out
I
to Dev.
loved
He
your
did
wedding
have
so
one of the
much.
most lit weddings.
Yes, and I love your wife.
Appreciate you.
Y'all my people.
Shout out to Mrs. Williams.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
think
love
she in the
you.
chat.
I'm pretty sure she's watching this.
Yeah, that's
biting
my
her
boo.
teeth.
Biting her teeth. No, but what were you saying? You said it's just push on us. I will say, like, that bright spirit, it definitely, they harp on it. Like,
Yeah, they definitely do.
stores and stuff like that, they really kind of, a little bit I got sucked up in it and I was like, wait a minute, no. Like, God really loved me. He was
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
feel.
The princess lifestyle. Somebody said you treat your daughters like princesses, so that's the end result.
Yeah,
Okay, I
for
guess.
sure, for sure.
Okay.
I'm not saying
that.
I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to grow up and feel that way, but that's just
It's
that's the
kinda-
reality of it. Is what I'm saying. Like,
it's kind of weird.
men don't grow up
It
thinking that.
is.
We
It's
thinking
all
more
that
so
shit.
making it to the league and all our dreams when we was
It's
kids.
polar opposites, dog. Like as a man, most of the
Making it
time,
to the
most of the time, the men you around is gonna champion like the most girls you're gonna get. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Whereas with women, it's the lifelong quest to find the one true prince.
Yeah,
nigga.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, but hey, in a response to that too, though, women that have sons don't realize that they be pushing the narrative for their sons to grow up to be players as well, because they always telling them how handsome he is. Take your time, have as many girlfriends as you want.
Daddy say they love
Not
them
even
little boys, they
realizing
don't
that
raise
you,
them.
yeah, they don't,
Yeah.
and they don't give them the protection they need. They just push them to society, and then we surprised when they turn around and
I
be doing some crazy.
I struggle with weddings. I don't understand it. I struggle with it. I like them. I like going to them. I have fun for them. But y'all know how y'all feel like a girlfriend and a wife is the same.
Hold on.
I feel like weddings, like there's no, like you can have a marriage without the wedding. I feel like.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, you totally can, but if you want to have a wedding, that's also fine.
yeah, for
if
sure.
You gotta
have
do-
a wife. That's also
For sure.
You gotta do what's for you, man.
For
what's
sure.
gonna make it real for you?
It was fun. I would do it all over again. I swear I would.
I want a renewal.
You know what I'm saying? That day was fun for sure, for sure.
It was a good time.
I support it. It just gotta be how you want it and keep it about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely want to have one just so Riley can come. I feel so bold. Like, no, you didn't get to come to our wedding. So I definitely would like a renewal. But I still, like I said, as a makeup artist, I've seen some dark things when it comes to women in these weddings. And we just going to pray for them and keep it moving.
Yeah.
So we asked my dad what it was like raising daughters. And we got really good feedback as far as he said, you got to listen to them. You have to listen to your daughters. And a lot of people was giving me feedback as far as the dads that were saying like that's so true, like nobody loves on their fathers like little girls. A lot of people were saying how they wish they had listened to their daughter a little sooner. Little girls are always saying like they're not little anymore, but a lot of my peers who have relationships with their fathers or don't was just kind of saying like how they wish they could or they were glad that they did listen. So he was speaking truth on there. What would you say raising, and he said it's just basically because they're so emotional. So
Right.
the emotional aspect, like just listen to what they're saying. As far as raising sons, what do you think it's like as a black man too? Like what is it like raising sons?
Man, raising a son
You
is
got listen, what you got to do with them?
with a boy, you gotta teach them how to express their emotion on a different level. Like you can't, you gotta. How can I put this? What I'm trying to say is, with a boy, with a young man rather.
Yeah.
You gotta teach him the ins and outs of life in a different perspective, because life in an emotional way gonna come at him the most way.
Okay.
Right? And that's what's always gonna get the best of you. That's what's always gonna get the quick reaction. That's what's gonna get you to do something stupid in a drop of a dime. So you gotta teach him how to balance emotion with common sense.
That's hard.
That's hard.
I get what you're saying. You know how they say men can have an emotion and still think logical?
Yeah.
You gotta teach your son how to do that.
Yeah, and he did
Like,
logic.
little girls, we gonna be emotional, we gonna cry, but at the end of the day, I understand your emotion, I respect your emotion, but as your father, I'm teaching you how to think logically.
Yeah.
Like
And
really unlock that ability. I like that.
I also think raising a son too, for me, is like doing everything that I wish I had.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't have old
They
dude.
kind of go both ways though. Like even with my little girl, I try to create the environment. Do you think that's just like a parenting thing? I never had this. I'm gonna give it to you.
No, like I said, because I ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a dad in the stand screaming and like coaching and all that. So to be able to do that and to be around it is like, that's what I push, because I feel like that's what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it would have made me a better human right now if I had it. So
I love that.
I try to push that narrative to him, just like, I'm here.
Just
Wherever
randomly
you going to
on-
look up, I'm right there.
I love that. Just randomly, just because I be wanting to see who on my side. What do you feel about two-parent households? Needed, not needed, best situation, worst situation, is good if you can.
It all would, because unfortunately we got to think in what the world is. So to answer that realistically, it's what's work best. Because if you toxic towards one another, don't put that kid through that. You know what I'm saying? Let that kid go ahead and realize, like, okay, it's okay.
If you toxic, how we creating children with toxic people? Where I missed it.
I'm not saying I'm just saying, because a combination of bad people can make a bad baby. Just because you had a baby together don't mean y'all got chemistry, y'all together. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
thought you only had babies with people you had good chemistry with.
no, that's not the fact. Like I said, we live in a reality. I can't speak on, I was living in the reality of the whole situation. So to have a baby with some person and to have him go through y'all personal disagrees because you feel a certain way about him or he feel a certain way about you. Now y'all in the house screaming and all that. That kid, he's sponging
no,
that.
definitely don't.
Or
have
she's
a baby.
sponging that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't have a baby in bad environments. Like whether that's with like the father or not. I feel like a two-parent household though, but for me, it doesn't necessarily have to be the child's father either. Like my stepfather gave me a two-parent household experience, and it was definitely 100% better than when my mom was a single mom.
Same. I had a stepfather too, and he was cool. He was cool for sure. But
I'm team.
It was
two-parent household.
Yeah, I am too, for sure. It's definitely a necessity, because especially for a woman and a man, both races or genders got to see that. And I like when more so a situation happen in the household and it can get toxic, but the kids see that it can get better.
Aw, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? That the kid can actually be like, damn, they overcame that.
Yeah,
and that was big.
character.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
damn.
like on the last episode of Bel Air.
I don't even watch that too. That's crazy.
That is crazy, but that's so true.
But
That's
for
so
real,
true. I like that. Deal.
Just to see
I
them
like
overcome
that.
adversity, man. That's big.
That's really big. That's only something married people could. No, I'm joking. Let me
Not even
stop.
married though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
So let's talk about youth football. So you are a
crazy.
Coach. What team you with this year?
I'm with Motor City Jags.
Motor City.
Motor
Yeah,
City
I like that they say
Jaguars.
Motor City.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
Motor City Jaguars.
Shout out to Motor City Jags.
Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
So, you're definitely one of my favorite type of coaches because you coach with your heart. You
For
love
sure.
those babies. You and your
For
wife,
sure.
to me, is like Michelle and Obama of the like
sure,
little
for
leagues
sure. I
right now.
appreciate it.
She loving on them babies, getting snacked. Like you guys have literally dedicated a lot of just yourself, like in different
Yeah.
pieces of yourself to these children. So I want to say shout out to you guys. For
Shout out.
just being that married couple, like it's gotta be amazing to have that type of support. I see a lot of mothers and fathers when it's coming to little league kind of like be divided.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of the moms, like, I feel like it weighs heavy on the moms to get these boys into sports and to get them to the practices and
Definitely
get
a
them,
lot of single
their
moms.
registration money. Like, it's all like on the back of them. So
Oh,
as a
man.
coach who's in it, like, be honest, of your team, like, how many of them is it have the moms? Like, the what's the one dude name off of the game? Tasha. Like, how many Tashas you got on your team?
Oh, how many Tashas I got on my
Because they be
team?
going hard for their baby, getting them in the trainings.
Oh man, it's sad too, but I probably only got one.
That's dope, though. That's dope.
I got one, but I got a great team dad though. That's kind of like that with one of his too, so I consider two.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Well, I know, I got a bunch of nephews, so I come from a lot of like the life, eat, sleep, breathe football. Don't ask nothing else. Like,
Right,
I got
right.
football. I ain't coming out. Like, I feel like the parents like have to dedicate a lot
Mm-hmm.
to football. Do you think like it's maybe too much time? You think it's keeping
Man.
them out of trouble? Like, what do you think these schedules are doing to our young
I'm
people?
the schedules,
They be
it-
busy.
the coaching schedules be crazy.
He like, don't cry. I ain't gonna cry about the kids.
Man, I could be at work at 4:30 in the morning. Some days I get off at 4:30 in the afternoon. I gotta drive to the east side, pick up 5 kids,
I love it though. That's why we love
drive
it.
back to practice, get to practice around 6. Practice is from 6 to 8. Then pick them same kids up, drop them back off at the crib. I'm getting back to the crib around like 9:15. Just to do it all over again every
I
day.
just don't know. What does that do for your social life? What does that do for your mental? Like, is it too much? Is my question.
I mean, the only support, the best part about it is the support I got behind family because Mari and Courtney is there. So,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I got some sense of normalcy there. But that's the
feel
only
it.
thing, And plus, I love what I'm doing, so I'm not complaining at all. But
I just be thinking about my little
It is a lot,
nephews.
though.
Sometimes they kind of be having like they love it so much, but sometimes it's like, dang. Like,
So you said it's crazy. Is what's crazy about it? Number one, and I guess like as a follow up is like you be hearing people talk about like kind of the culture of like the whole youth football shit,
Right.
especially around like in Detroit or whatever. Like,
man,
Trey have a
Is
crazy,
it
crazy,
football.
like
bro.
is it really?
Cliques,
it's crazy.
Yeah, is it really?
shootings,
Is the politics?
favoritism.
Bro.
Is the politics to that shit really that
Very
crazy,
much
bro?
so. Very much so, bro.
How do you keep
And-
you and your team
and-
above it?
Right. Well,
I ain't never heard no
my
crazy-
question is, how do you fix it?
How do you fix it?
Like what solutions do you like? You know what I'm saying? If any, like what's the politics and like how do you think it can improve?
So the politics is, man, they buying kids, bro.
It's what?
They
Money
buying kids
again.
nowadays, man. It's a true like kid transfer portal out here. Like,
For our black little boys too, it's breaking my
man, they would
heart.
jump ship on you, be with you the whole summer. You done worked this kid out, trained him, showed him your best everything, and then 2 weeks later he lining up against you on another team. It be that deep. It's
That's why I'm
it's
like,
sad.
It's kind of taking this. For me, it'd be the schedules only because I'm just a TT. and
I think
be
it's the
going-
parents. Honestly, it's the parents.
How we get them on
I
our
had
side?
somebody else say that
It's the
to me
parents.
the other day that it was really the parents.
Don't get me
So why we can't Lavelle ball it and just do our own thing?
who as far as who
Build our own leagues.
we definitely can,
Why
but
don't we?
But you still gotta have
But,
somebody
so-
in it and shit too.
so the one thing that to answer your question is
Ooh, Reagan
the
said they had the kids talk smack to each other online.
for sure they be
It-
fighting. I
it's
mean, I had a fight
the
with my
coaches
game.
causing it.
Yeah, it's definitely the coaches. It's definitely the coaches.
Wow.
It's
Who
bad.
picks the coaches.
Whatever. So if you come nowadays, it's about your popularity and who you can get together. If you can get a group of studs together and like line them up in front of a team, they gonna be like, oh yeah, you got the head coaching job. That's off tip because you can recruit. It's all about who you can bring together. If you can somehow get a group of kids together that you know is legit, they got some names because there's some kids out here with some names at this age. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild. So is it
For
fun
sure.
for them? Like, is
Oh, a lot of them living up to the name, honestly. So yeah, it's great to watch. Honestly, as a fan from the game, it's like, damn, I like to see these young kids live with this name already, this hype, so they can already control somewhat of the celebrity status
okay
when it's time to get to that
Wow.
level.
And what
You know
age
what I'm
is
saying?
this? Like, how young is it
Man,
starting?
I've been knowing some of these kids' names since Mari 11, Mari on 12, you 9. Man, I've been knowing some of these kids since they was 7.
Since they was 7.
I've been knowing
got
some of
names
these
for your
kids'
son.
names, and their names still been ringing since they've been 7.
Do you think some people feel like this their child only ticket, or is it just like a ticket? So I'm gonna take it serious.
No, because like you said, it's about the coaches, man. Coaches can sell a dream because your kid big or your kid fast. Like they can just use them from that one purpose. So, no, not really.
Cause how much of the art and the craft is being like played attention to? Cause like football is
It
one of them
ain't.
games your heart gotta be in there. You gonna get hurt.
Unfortunately, it's no test for a coach to go through to get a coaching job.
Wow, did not know that. So anybody can just get on the
You
field
can
and
just
teach our
walk up.
babies.
Yeah, you can
And
just
be
walk
putting our
up.
babies in games.
It's volunteer, ain't it? They ain't
Oh.
getting,
It's volunteer,
they ain't getting paid.
but Boys and Girls Club. That's why I was about to say to answer your question. How you cut out the bull is Boys and Girls Club pay they coaches now.
They got more standards too.
They got a standard, and like they ain't letting some people in. Like, nah, bro, I
Shout
got
out
your
my
name.
dog. Shout out to my dog Peeps.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He in there?
He the director over there, Boys and Girls Club. They got a league. I think it's like BGCS
BG,
or something like that.
the
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
BGB boy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Let's take our babies over there. So
Yeah,
what you think
but-
about the? Oh,
The parents.
The parents.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing, bro.
parents.
The parents
It's
off the
it's
chain.
100%, don't matter where
Yeah,
you
Parents
are.
is crazy.
seen
What the
the other
parents be
day.
doing?
Crazy. I practice at Rouge. So these parents will pull up to Rouge, drop them kids off and hit that strip quick.
Oh,
You feel me? And then pull up back to the car like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just some of them like that. Not all of them, but sad. The younger ones is
Yeah.
more like
I
that.
get what you're saying. I get what we saying. So, I forgot to ask you this question before we started talking about football. What advice would you give a young man thinking of popping a question?
Again, patience.
Okay.
Take your
sure you
time
got
out with that.
patience.
Make sure that's exactly what you want to do because
You know what I'll tell them?
What?
Don't get on your knee.
Oh,
it's a form of commitment.
Yeah. Don't
Pretty
get on
much.
your knee.
It's a form of
Look her in her
commitment.
eyes and say, "You want to do this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I like
On
that.
some
You
Gucci
gotta
shit.
get on no knee for
On
me.
some Gucci shit.
Oh yeah, I'm so good. Oh, see, that's what we're gonna have to renew one. And you gotta propose to me and don't get on your knee.
Just stand up.
Be like,
Okay.
can we do this again for another 10 years?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he didn't get on.
We
his
do a
knee
first
yet.
dance. We don't get on the knee. Like, come on.
So, back to football. What you think about the Lions? How excited are you for them, or not excited? Or
I'm excited about the Lions
The
for
city
sure.
is lit now. Yes or
Yeah,
no? It's very lit. But
yeah.
I
Unfortunately,
just said I can't wait to go tailgating, and then guess what happened Sunday?
the crazy part, I was
Little
down
too
there.
lit.
You were down there.
I was down there yesterday when that happened. Yeah,
That's
I
hurtful.
wasn't.
I heard it was such a good time yesterday. Too.
I had left because I had to go celebrate a birthday, but
That's cute.
yeah, but yeah, I was down there probably
Okay.
like a couple hours before it all
I was
happened.
gonna go
So
tailgate.
it was fun, and the crazy part when I was down there, I was like, damn, I never been to tailgating down here like this before. Usually when I went to tailgating, the Lions was doing okay, and it was Monday nights, so it was like, oh, just because it's a Monday night, everybody
it's
popping
banging.
out. But when I was younger and did tailgates, it was like the normal crowd. It was more actually white people than it was black.
Oh, yesterday?
No, I'm talking about when I was a kid.
Oh,
But
yeah.
now yesterday it was like they was roaming, and I think the problem with yesterday was a lot of them people was just roaming. They didn't have no spot to go to.
Oh,
Like if
and
you
a
go
lot of people
tailgate,
were
you got a
saying
car to
that,
go
like, where
to,
we
you got
gotta
a
go,
tent to
yeah.
go to. Somebody holding the TV up, like you literally holding the spot down. Them up,
Yeah.
they was just roaming.
Yesterday,
They was treating it like it was a state fair or something.
Riley had a class reunion with her daycare class, and it was at this park, Riverside Park. Have you ever been there?
I believe so. That's how I'm.
So beautiful at that park. It's like right off the Riverwalk, the extension.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
beautiful, splash pad over there. But it was so many people with like those portable TVs tailgating. Like it was lit yesterday. Everybody was like watching the game.
Yeah.
Like, starting to get frustrated with the kids. Like, come on, they losing.
Tailgating is definitely
it was
fun.
a good time. But I was like thinking in my head, like, you know, I'm having fun with Riley, but like I want to go to a real tailgate. And sure
Yeah.
enough, oh boy got shot. I was like, no, it
Yeah, that
like
was
two,
unfortunate.
right?
Two of them, man. That was
That's
sad.
extremely unfortunate. I feel bad about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I definitely got to go to one. What you think about Kendrick at the Super Bowl?
I disagree with it, honestly.
You disagree with it. What's your disagreement?
It's Wayne City. Why would you give it to him? He had that statue now when he deserved it.
So it's literally just because it's his city, like you don't care about
no,
the show.
because it feel like the last couple of Super Bowls y'all been dedicating to the kings of them cities. So
They really only did it for the West Coast though. When it was in Cali.
Because Usher, was that in Atlanta?
No, it was in Vegas. I mean, he not from there, but he had
but
the
he's got his
residence.
residency.
No,
It's
that- so
big.
that makes,
That's
like,
still kind of
To me, it's like we're still following that trend. Like,
Yeah.
he had this, like Usher's Vegas residency
But-
went crazy.
But what
popular.
about Wayne? Like I mean, niggas love Wayne. He a legend, obviously, but
For
like,
sure.
wow. I mean, his relevancy. I mean, he's gonna always be Wayne, but like,
That's what I'm saying.
the nigga had way more misses than you know what I'm saying,
To
over the
me,
last.
I think they're following the Usher trend of he had such a big name. He had all those hot songs out with all those artists at the time, and now to continue in that fashion.
And he was already running
Also,
Vegas. He was running Vegas.
Right, putting on a
And-
great show.
And now,
For sure.
So I think-
now
For sure.
we have Kendrick with that same type of buzz. I think it's just a business
It's
thing, and not really a loyalty.
I think I feel like they jumped the gun too quick on that one.
Oh,
They should have waited to announce that one because you going off the wave he got right now off the beef he got with Drake. That's what really pushed the name up right now. Let's say honestly, this beef never happened right now. Would Kendrick be the topic of a Super Bowl?
probably
Halftime
not, but I
performance
still
right now?
think
Probably
it would
not,
be
unless he
Wayne.
had some good shit out. But I
still
mean,
don't
he
think it
got
would be
enough.
Wayne. Even if it wasn't Kendrick, I don't think. I mean, not
I
unless
don't
Wayne
either. I
was
think
just
Wayne
gonna
was
have a
on the
crazy
list, though.
year.
I don't think Wayne had a crazy year either. I'm just talking off it's his city, his how he a legend already. Let's be honest, he's definitely top five all time.
What's on the Wayne set list for the Super Bowl?
On the Wayne set list song wise?
Yeah.
My personal picks.
They
No,
know
no.
that they're gonna
Or a
play
fan favorite?
Like if he really was
they're not
doing it,
playing PUSSY Monster,
No, for sure.
but one of my faves. But I'm not gonna hear that.
For sure.
if he really did it, like what's on this nigga set list?
You probably hear Go DJ.
And they not letting a nigga play that, bro.
You don't think they're gonna play Go DJ?
It's not a big enough song.
I'm
We
just
love
gonna
that
say-
shit, but nigga, that shit ain't no
big enough song.
like
Super Bowl worthy song.
nigga.
Fireman.
Maybe
But if I'm gonna be honest with y'all,
Fire-
that wasn't that big of a song either.
That's crazy. You
a Millie, yeah.
A Millie, that's the
a
one.
Millie up there.
Someone
That's the
said
one.
Bring on the Hot Boys. We really about to bring them crackheads out
For
the
sure
Super
though.
Bowl.
That'd be crazy if they drop a set with
You
that
think
at a
the
minute.
Super Bowl is
Man.
cut like that? They
That
bring
they
out
not. That's
crackheads?
unfortunately crackheads. Why we gotta
I'm
be
joking. Juvenile
But-
had an issue.
A couple of them, but
Yeah, but yeah,
Man,
BG.
bring them out as a group at the Super Bowl.
I go to
That'd be
Louisiana,
crazy.
bro.
That'll push the concept off
playing
that.
back that
That'll push the
episode.
concert off that one. If you bring them out together at the Super Bowl on one set, that'll push the concert. Especially with BG being out.
They not.
Especially with BG being out.
They're
That'd
not
be
trying
crazy.
to help these niggas push no fucking concert.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, they ain't about no back man getting $1, so they gonna go off the commercial play.
So we
You know,
got
Kendrick.
We got a Millie.
So he got a lot of feature songs to bring other people out. That's a crazy.
Like who?
crazy-
Like who?
I
They
make
not,
it rain.
Not bringing Fat Joe out there.
I'm
nigga.
talking
Maybe,
crazy,
nah.
man. I'm talking. But nah, bro.
I know one thing though. I'm gonna be pissed if Kendrick bring out Taylor Swift. That's gonna make me be.
Bro,
sitting
if
here
Kendrick
with
get
the
up
sad
there
face.
and he gonna definitely drop the Drake diss song,
I can't wait for that.
I'm not sure he gonna do it.
and it's
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure
like
he gonna do it.
it's gonna be like this the whole reason you up here.
He might have a band. He might have a band.
Why you here?
He might have a band come play that shit, but then not actually perform the lyrics, bro.
That would be sweet.
Cause them lyrics is wild to be saying at the
For
Super
sure,
Bowl.
for
dog.
sure.
You can't call Drake a colonizer and a pedophile at the Super Bowl.
Nah,
Dog,
but
so you say
they'll
you
try
gonna
it.
crucify dog? Come on, nah,
They'll
I
try
don't
it.
know about that.
Of course.
Mrs. Officer, Young Money. I'm not. What song is Young Money?
Wait,
Nicki.
I can make it better.
They is not letting none of them
niggas
niggas up there, dog. Nicki, yes, but what song Nicki and Wayne gonna perform together?
I think that's why Nicki was mad because she knew he was about to bring her out.
Man, he could have brought a couple
But then
people
she
out
get
with
brought
him.
out with Beyonce. Like, girl,
Yeah, she came out
relax.
before-
Who Kendrick gonna bring out?
Oh, if he bring out Beyonce, that's my favorite.
That nigga literally could bring out Future, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, and Taylor Swift.
Look,
Out of all them names, who you think actually gonna drop out?
I don't
It's a
know.
slim pickings.
I don't know, but I feel like he could get two of them motherfuckers, and that nigga Jay-Z and Future and Kendrick. That's a good concert to me.
For sure.
I feel
I
it.
mean, that's definitely rivaling Wayne, Nicki, and Drake.
All right, fellas, we almost at our 60 mark. Dad, before we leave us with something positive about marriage. I'm a little bummed. Like, give us
I ain't beat
something.
marriage up, did
You
I?
didn't, but I
Oh.
just I don't
I'm
think
about to say,
girlfriends and
damn.
wives are the same. But give me something good about why you would make that girlfriend.
I never
a
said
wife.
they was the same. I'm just saying it shouldn't
He
change.
said it shouldn't change.
I never said it was the same. I'm just saying it shouldn't change.
What shouldn't change? Because it should.
I think he's saying like y'all relationship,
Y'all
like,
relationship.
you know what I'm
Shouldn't
saying,
level
y'all
up.
bond.
This is Girl Talk 2.0. It's a
Level
different
up.
Level.
Level up is something that's naturally going to happen because
If
of the
it's
chemistry and the
good, it can
bond.
get
That's what got you
better.
to the point of marriage. So if I'm there, we leveling up naturally. Like, just don't change.
So why do we marry? Why do we just level up? Don't just level up naturally?
Why don't we level
Some
up?
people do though.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah, niggas level up without getting married all the time.
for
every day.
sure. It's the expectations behind it all, man. The expectations is the biggest factor to failure to me.
Some people be like, I gotta not be in a relationship to stay more focused, to be, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, leveled up, nigga.
Do they have kids?
Most of the time, no. They be like, nigga, I don't got time for
Oh,
that
well, I
shit.
respect
Yeah.
that. I respect that. What are we leaving? Look, he's like, I got nothing for you,
That's a nigga
Chris.
loaded question.
No, that ain't something positive about marriage that I can leave you with is just it continues to grow with each other, man. Don't be scared of the growth. Don't be scared of the growth because growth can come faster for others, and you got to recognize when it's growth and not a personal push towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because it can come distant because it's different. Growth is something sometimes that come over you and you don't realize like I'm in this phase. You don't realize sometimes you acting different until somebody pointed out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So don't never look at it and like, oh, it's a personal attack because sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Sometimes it's just me personally, who I am, and I'm just going through this growth phase right now.
I seen a post that
I just
this
need you to
dude
support it.
said that like he kind of got into the habit, like one of the ways he took control of his emotions is he got into the habit of telling his wife that it's really nothing about you, like it's me
Yeah.
having one of these days
That's it.
and let me have this day.
That's it.
Our issue is like our response to that.
Y'all, so because y'all such nurturers that y'all want to fix the problem, and sometimes you
Yeah.
got to realize the problem is just space.
We gotta
Sometimes
fix that. So you don't think do you think a married man, a married black man, and a married black woman joined together is like a superpower? Like I feel like black girls got black magic and like black dudes is kings. When you put that together, it give you like this bubble. This,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
superpower. Like I was created specifically to cater and nurture you. I was created to shut up when you having these bad days. Like I don't think I could.
But they're not doing that, Chris. That's the problem. They're not doing that, Chris.
Nah, you want to get into
Because
it.
they not married.
doing
You
that,
not my
Chris.
husband. I didn't vet you.
Why do they feel like they need to be married at the same time, dude?
Because
That's what
I
I'm
just
saying. A
feel
lot of
like-
them feel like they need to be married or they worthy of being married and they not.
I
they
think me and
not.
Dev need a part two.
They not ready for
Me
it for
and Dev
real,
need
man.
a part two because I get what you're saying. They not ready for it, but I
They're
feel
not.
like
I hear it every day.
how do we get like, to me, I don't want to get women ready for a man that's gonna like waste their time, but I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You know how I understand it? Because I'm a married woman trying to be this. Like, it's very hard for me to shut the fuck up, but I
Yes.
know, I understand, and I want to be this, but it's like, to actually shut up, the actual action of like, oh,
That's
I'm
something
just
you
in a
can't
bad
do.
mood, leave me alone. And then this is like, who you talking
You
about?
can't do it. Y'all, I mean, I'm not gonna say y'all, but for the most part, they can't do it. It's hard.
What Payroll say for the right, he gonna be the right man. Like I feel like when right God ordained marriages, like we can do it. The issue is we're trying to do it with people we haven't really vetted, people we don't really like understand.
Sometimes
and
you
respect.
can't blanket that though.
But the man ain't really even like the one that's really scared to be in a relationship. When you think about it, it's the woman and the expectations they bring with one.
So men aren't afraid of relationships.
They're not really. If you really if you really follow the nature of what a woman's supposed to be, a man don't have no problem with being with them. That's never was the problem. It's just because y'all. I'm not gonna let me stop being so vulgar. But they so busy trying to be masculine. They want to be a man. They driving around with the Cardis. They got the Hellcat.
They got boats and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
talk about femininity and masculinity.
they
a
going
lot.
crazy right now, and then they want a man though. Like you becoming the man you want to be, the man you seeking.
Yeah.
Like
is
you
true.
ain't.
Sometimes them same situations they turning their son
This
into
is
the
true.
nigga that
That's
they wish
exactly what they
had.
said, and that's the
Yeah.
ones that's raising these kids again. Like I said, that's the crazy part.
So you do get a part 2 for at the live event.
Right. Me
For
and
sure.
Dan, we gonna hash this out at the live event. I appreciate you coming on.
I mean, we can always
yeah, I
do a
appreciate
part
y'all
2 as
having me.
well before then, but
When let me know when the Modi City Jaguars having a fundraiser, because we gonna need people to go crazy. Get
We got
some-
one going right now, actually.
What is it? Courtney in the chat. Drop it in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to know. We gotta
got one
support
going on
y'all.
right now. Fill my helmet. That's what's the
Especially
name of it.
Especially you, because like you said, you picking up 5 kids, like you putting your heart in it.
Man.
We definitely want to come and rally around coaches that we believe in. To me, I feel like that will also help with the
that's a fact.
yeah,
Man.
with the unbalance in
Man.
youth sports right now. We want to kind of rally around these babies, be in these children's life. I say it all the
Yeah.
time. It doesn't matter if they're your child or not. If they're
For
in
sure.
your presence, it's your job
That's
to
your job,
provide
yeah.
and protect.
Like I got a kid right now that's in trouble, man. I ain't gonna disclaim what he did, but his mom trying to take him off the team. And she called me. The first thing she did was call me. That's why I'm like, coaches is big in these kids' lives,
Yeah,
man.
you're part of the decision and part of the raising and part of the helping.
man. Just gotta.
We gonna rally around those good coaches.
got
So,
to.
like I said, we're gonna figure out. We're gonna get the information so that we can support. I am continue to keep going live. I'm looking for guests. I definitely want to have a part 2 with Dan because I'm not done.
Yeah, come on.
With my
we can spin the block.
yeah, my YouTube with my dad is live now. So, like I said, that's on YouTube. Catch that on YouTube. The men's event. Get excited. And besides the fundraiser, how can we support you there?
Man, just focus on yourselves, man. Please worry
Thank
about
you.
what's in front of you. Please.
That's good. That's good. Worry
That's
about
good
what's in
advice.
front of you.
You know what I'm saying? All
Focus
the
on the
extra
good,
stuff,
and the good
man.
gonna get better.
Yeah,
I love that, Dan.
yeah.
I love you. I can't wait till we take another trip. I feel like it's been too long.
Hey, the Annie
Been
around the
too
corner.
long.
The Annie is around the corner.
I got some tricks up my sleeve. We'll discuss.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
thank you everybody for viewing. I love y'all.
Oh yeah, appreciate
Part 2
y'all.
coming soon.
Oh, for sure,
Look,
for
I done
sure.
already claimed it. Where the men's at?